Welcome everyone to Let's Play Dead Space 3. This game just came out today. Well, I went to... Well, actually I didn't. I essentially went to a midnight launch without actually attending midnight launch. I pre-ordered the game on Origin, preloaded it, and was able to play as of 11 o'clock p.m. in my time zone because it unlocked for the entire US at a certain time. Now, just one thing I dislike about the game so far is you're limited to one save slot, so that's kind of annoying. Not that big of a deal, but still. I have played through a little bit of the game. Witness Truth Pack. Okay, this is some of my pre-ordered DLC. I have played through a portion of the game and found that I was having some audio issues and I had to start over with the recording. One thing about the horror genre, and I think this is probably the first horror type game that I've actually recorded on my channel, at least with the Dead Space series. The first Dead Space game was entirely about like jump scares. And to me, I don't find that very frightening. Sure, I may, if it's really, really scary, I might jump. I might even gasp or something, but other than that, there's almost no reaction from me. I think I've been a little bit desensitized by watching a lot of horror movies and whatnot through the years. But then you look at like Dead Space 2, and to me, I found that game more frightening than the first game due to a lot of the psychological stuff, like seeing his girlfriend when she would do her little apparition scenes and she'd climb up on a desk or a table or something, open her mouth and eyes and start glowing. I found that more disturbing than having something jump out in your face and try to rip your head off. But anyways, that's just me. Anyways, I've been rambling on long enough. I have played through the first and second game, as you may have figured, but this one should be interesting, seeing as how it is placed mostly on Ice Planet. So let's see how that works out. I'm gonna be playing it on normal.
It all started 300 years ago with the discovery of the Black Marker, an alien artifact found under the old Gulf of Mexico on Earth. It seemed to hold the promise of limitless energy, until it produced dementia, insanity, and a twisted life after death known as necromorphs. The details of the original Black Marker disaster were buried in cover-ups and conspiracies, but not before an entire religion could be launched in the name of one of its researchers, Michael Altman. His questionable death turned him into a martyr, and unitology was born. To this day, it thrives. A secretive organization that believes the markers are divine, and their plan for us, a glorious unity of mind, body, and spirit. Generations after the Black Marker disaster, mankind found himself going extinct from lack of resources. Desperate, he sought to replicate the Black Marker in an attempt to harness its limitless energies for himself. The records of this era are unclear, but we now know the replication was successful, but the cost too high. The marker copies were all buried, hidden in secret places across the universe where, to all our benefit, they might have stayed. But 200 years later, during an illegal mining operation on Aegis 7, the planet cracker USG Ishimura unearthed one of the forgotten copies, a red marker, and with it, the start of a new wave of marker infections. A key survivor of that incident was an engineer named Isaac Clarke. That marker spoke to him and left him with a gift, a mental blueprint of the marker itself. Isaac was captured and tortured by EarthGov, his mind harvested for the marker's secrets. The marker program was thus restarted, and a new one built on the populous Titan sprawl. The disaster quickly followed. He managed to escape, but just barely. There was nothing left but dust, just like Aegis 7. Since that time, the marker crisis has only deepened, and Isaac Clarke, his marker-touch mind still burning with the ability to build or destroy them, stays in hiding, determined to retreat from the markers and all they have wrought. But there is hope. A backwater ice ball of a planet, where 200 years ago, someone, somehow stopped a marker uprising in its tracks. A clue from the past that may save our future.
Noticed I have a little bit of screen tearing going on. I'm gonna see if I can resolve that. I'll check and see if VSync is turned on after this cutscene finishes.
Alpha Niner, this is Whiskey 250. Alpha Niner, this is Whiskey 250. Serrano, do you read me?
Tim! Oh, thank God! Did you find it?
Find it. Doc, I'm not even sure what we're looking for.
Just follow the waypoint that takes you. I can't tell you anymore. Just get there. Dude, do you hear me? You have to get there.
What?
Oh, it's lost.
What? Dang it!
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna hop into the menu. Visuals. Do we have VSync? No, we don't. I thought I had turned VSync on in the NVIDIA desktop settings, but oh yeah, it is on. Weird. I don't know why I'm getting that weird effect going on. Anyways, let's continue.
Okay, Tim. You can do this. Oh, he's dependent on you. You're a soldier, right? Right. Gun's not even loaded. Oh no.
That it just said Prologue Beginnings, Tau Volantis. I don't know if that's the name of a person or if that's the name of the planet.
Can you get inside?
It's all sealed up.
Look around. There must be a way.
Finally, some ammunition.
For a cylinder, about half a meter long. Do you see it?
I thought this was pretty cool. First time I did it.
Where are you?
Hey, Doc, I'm hanging from a cliff. But I got whatever this is.
The codex! It's the key to saving everything! Meet me at the silo and don't look for anyone!
Fine young soldiers, every one of them.
General Mahad, sir.
Where's Dr. Serrano?
Earl Serrano, always the optimist.
Well, he said I should take this into the city. He said there's still time to stop it, sir. There's still time.
We lost control! And now, for the love of Earth and the sovereign colonies, we've got to do what's right. You love the Earth, son? Your mom and dad?
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Glad to hear that.